potatoes, mushrooms. Hi everybody. Have we got any more flour? Or do we have to grind some up?
Don't know.
I don't. There, apparently. Well, I'll take a stab then. Need some more clear. We're running out of food, you know. Like, we have 2 stacks of pork dinners left and 2 stacks of hearty stew.
Take them and make sure that they go to us and no one else.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got loads of, like, we've got cooked mutton and pork chops and stuff like that, but I mean, we need to be like farming. We need to get clear. We need to get more plant pots, all that stuff. It's not difficult to farm now, so. Aye, right, more melon seeds. One in there. All that in there. These potatoes. I'll put them in there for now. Flour. We need flour grinded up.
Arrows can't be broken down anything useful, can they?
Rotten arrows.
Yeah.
They can be broken down into flint. I think that's all you get out of them. Hi.
Right.
I think that's all you get out of them. If you melt down rotten arrows in the, I think it's the cauldron. Oh no, it's a crucible. Is it the crucible? No, it's a cauldron, right? I think if you melt down rotten arrows in the cauldron, then you get flint. So it's worthless, really. Yeah, I think it's. I'm gonna check. I think you get 1 flint per rotten arrow. Yeah, it is. Right, I'm going to take some stuff down to the trap. Stack of wheat. Shit like that. I think I suppose gathering clay can be done between streams. It's not really something people want to see. It's boring. But it does need to be done. I was thinking of having to go at the collection area in the trap tonight, or do you just? Yeah, the sorting system.
Yeah, sure.
Or do you fancy just?
That, yeah.
Right, okay, that's fine then, okay. I was going to say either that or just adding more floors to the trap, but...
I think the trap's
I know.
way beyond what we need right now.
The only reason would be adding floors to the trap is just for hilarity at this point, really. So, yeah.
I think we gotta get the collection system done first, because right now it's just a train wreck coming down.
Yeah, it's fair enough. I mean, all that iron is good stuff. I mean, I say all that iron, we don't need it now. We've got more iron than we need, so that's not a major deal. We've got loads of bone meal, and we've got so much ground netherrack as well. It's great. We've got almost 2 rows. What's that? 9? I don't know, like 15 stacks or something. So that's nice. Right, so... Oh, we can't go that way. Right, okay.
Shall I bring anything over?
I don't know. If you can harvest the hemp from the farm, I didn't do that before I came over actually. If there's any hemp to harvest. Might be an idea.
I think the mob trap's starting to have an issue for me.
An issue, what do you mean?
I'm lagging a bit right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't expect that. You're lagging to bits. What, when you look at it?
No, just whenever I get near it.
Really?
It's starting to... Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do about that, really.
Are you grinding the skulls? Is that what they were?
Yeah, I put... did you need them, like? What's that?
No, I just wonder why I haven't done.
Can I chop it? Oh, okay. Sure. Is it? What percentage?
Yes.
80. 85. 90. Jesus Christ. Okay.
I'm not melted.
I mean, I'll find 70 a bit. Ooh, melted, yeah. I find 70 a bit funny. Come on, what's the matter? What are you doing? Come here. Come on. Oh, the camera's blocked.
Yay!
Yay! Hi, everybody. Had the camera turned off. Right, okay. There's only 5 people watching anyway. You lucky people. Alright. Did you get your coffee? Your coffee's in the machine?
I submitted it.
It's what?
I submitted it now.
You what?
I submitted it.
You submitted it? Your
My
coffee?
assignment.
Oh, right.
So I don't need the copy now.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise you didn't have that much to do. I thought it was something you had a lot to do. Okay, cool. Alright, now you're gonna have to go away, not long, because I've got a big job. Try and sort out the collection system.
Oh.
Yeah, I know about that. It is important, yeah, it's very important. Important people doing important things, that's what it is. So, sling your luck. And don't come in unannounced. Do you understand?
How do I announce myself?
That was a figure of speech, don't come in. Right, okay. So, I've got a few bone blocks. Oh, Jesus, she wasn't kidding about this chart, like, it's ridiculous. Where are you, Liquid?
Back at base.
Christ.
It's night time, so I can't really harvest the hemp.
Oh, okay. Wait, it's not urgent, like. Although, actually it is, because we've got 18 gearboxes and 6 axles. I did bring down some hemp to grind up, but it's not much.
Do you have
Do you
any
need
growing over here?
Sorry, Sticks?
Do you have any growing over here? At the old farm?
We don't, actually. Yeah, we don't.
You want to bring some seeds over here and like we can plant some over here?
Well,
without the pots, it's kind of...
yeah, we need the pots, especially over here. So, yeah. Right, I've got.
Fucking forget it then.
Yeah.
How are we doing on wood over there? Do we need like lots
Yeah.
of mouldings and sidings?
I was going to say actually, if you can bring some of them down, we're running out. I'm just about to make 28 more axles, and that's going to use up most of the wood. But we do have 34 axles now and 18 gearboxes plus 3 redstone clutches. We've got plenty of redstone. We've got a few tools here. If you can make some pistons with what's there, then do that maybe.
I don't think we've got enough.
Right.
Do we need more gold?
I don't think so. I think we've got plenty of gold. Have we? Have we not? Have we? Oh, I don't know.
Let's have a look.
Oh, maybe it's sword hunting time.
Yeah, we've got barely any gold here.
Right, okay. Right, okay, well, that's something I didn't notice then. Well, what should we do then? I mean, we have 18 gearboxes.
We can still do the actual sword system.
Well, we
Right?
can lay it out, but we won't be able to hook it all up with mechanical power. With 18 gearboxes, there's not going to be enough to do the whole thing. Bring some wood down. Mouldings. Just bring mouldings.
I've brought half and half sidings and mouldings.
Right.
I'm heading back, so
Right. What else do we need? We've got the bellows there. We've got a crucible. We've got some hoppers. I was going to put in a system that I did on me in me jungle world where concerning the iron, there's like a buffer. So the iron will all drop into some hoppers, and you've got like 3 hoppers right on top of each other, like basically in a like vertical
So
column.
gonna have more iron room.
Well, it's not so much that. What happens is as the top hopper fills up, it when the top hopper fills up, it'll activate. It'll turn on so the hoppers are turned off. There's no mechanical power going to them. But they're above a crucible. So what happens is, once the top hopper fills up, the redstone signal that it sends out activates the gearbox that controls the bottom one, and then the bottom one turns on, and so it dumps out like half of its contents, and then because the top hopper then starts emptying, it'll turn itself off, and so it'll turn the bottom one off. So every time there's a buffer of iron sitting there. And by doing that, it gives us like the ones with the good enchants, we can save them. We can go through every now and then and be like, right, is there any good iron here? No. Okay,
Right.
fine. You know what I mean? That's something might be worth doing. Do you reckon?
I don't know. I was just wondering what's the point in that until you said the enchants.
Yeah, it's for the enchants. That's the only reason to do it. Because you know you get some good enchants sometimes.
Aye.
It might not be worth doing. It's going to cost more gearboxes, and it's more of an arse on. So, you know, I mean, to be fair, I mean, I got a few good items out of my old one, like in me jungle. But it just depends. Do we really care that much? I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, most of that stuff comes through shit though, isn't it?
Well, it's those.
You get the odd good sword.
It's for those occasional enchants, like when you get like maybe an iron armor piece with like protection 4, like fire protection 4 on it or something, which is something that you would never get under normal circumstances, or a sword with like smite 4, knockback 2, and flame on it. Like it's some stuff that you would never be able to enchant yourself. So I mean, I'd be up for doing it, I suppose. Yeah, I'd be up for doing it. And we're gonna have, I don't know how we're gonna deal with the XP. I mean, I made a wall of hoppers in my last world, and it worked really well. Like, really well, actually. So we could do that as well, but it costs a fortune in gearboxes. You're talking like 60 gearboxes or something to do. So and it's a bit of an arse on because you've got to have them like all. You basically got to have like 5x5 hoppers, like a wall of a 5x5, and that is very expensive to do in gearboxes because if you can imagine, you've got to get the gearboxes in the middle of the. You know what I mean? So that's a bit of a nightmare. So, yeah.
What am I bringing back over from here?
What, from the base?
Yeah.
Hemp. Gather the hemp from the farm. So, I put in a stack of wheat to grind up, and I've only got 59 back.
Useless fucking thing you set up then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I know you're joking, but it has only brought back.
Failure.
It has only brought back 59. I mean, we tested the system, and there's no reason why it should.
It'd help if all this was made out of glass.
I know, it really would. There's no reason why it should return everything. The system's empty.
Unless there's the odd one falling under a millstone somewhere, where the water's a bit wonk.
Maybe. Yeah, there's nothing up here, like. It's probably disappeared anyway by now. Despawned. That platform still. Whoa! What the fuck? Come and look at this.
But
This is weird down here. Do you see all these platform objects sitting here? That's a bit of a weird bug.
no.
Do you not?
Will that kill me if I stand under that?
I don't know. Oh no, they're gone now. That's strange. I don't know. It's a solid object. Like, it might just suffocate you.
I'm wondering if there's a problem with the dispenser.
Yeah, do you reckon?
I've just removed a block so I can see it, but I mean, I thought maybe it would fly off accidentally and land on a block instead or something.
Careful about removing blocks, by the way. Make sure you collect them.
It was just this one block here that I removed.
Yeah.
I can see the dispenser.
Well, anyway, let's not get bogged down in this. I mean, I'm not too fussed if it you know, it's missing 5 flour. I mean, it would be nice if we got them all, but I'm not going to waste any sleep over it. You know what I mean? It's not going to make much difference in the long run. No, I'm not. I'm
niggling exactly at night.
I don't think it is, actually. Don't think it is. Anyway, right.
If
So
you're happy with how it's performing, then I
sorry,
guess,
what did you say?
if you're happy with how it's performing, I guess we'll just deal with it. But you know,
If I'm happy with how
as long as you think of how it performs, if you think
Yeah.
that's your best way of doing it, then I guess that's all that is.
Fuck off. I honestly don't know. I don't know where
If
it could
that's
be
all
going.
you can accomplish,
Yeah.
then you know,
Right,
it's
yeah.
what it is.
Aye, alright then. Can't believe how much XP that's putting out, you know. It's just so... It's nuts.
Right, put all the wood in this chest next to the pole.
Right, okay. Oh, the pole.
Right, so I put the hemp in the left hopper, right?
Yeah, put the hemp in the left hopper, then pull the lever and let it go through. Right, okay.
And then shut it off.
And then shut it off again, yeah. And that's all you do, and then it'll come back. Starts coming back in about 3, well, actually probably less, probably about 2 minutes. Starts feeding stuff back. It's pretty good. Okay, so let's have a look at the collection system. Because if you think about it now, like we can't, it's going to be a problem going this way, continuing the water the way it's going. Because
We might have to turn back on ourselves.
I think,
Oh, here we go.
what?
Is this it? No. Thought I saw it was disappearing, but no. Some of it's getting stuck on top of one of these blocks here. Unless that's just a bug I'm seeing.
It's just a bug, it should
Aye.
keep going.
Yeah, yeah. It's generally a bug on the top of the stuff.
There we go. No, it moves along.
That elevator's great.
I know, the elevator.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
awesome.
It is, it's great. I love it. I love the way I mean, I love the fact that we made it ourselves. Like, we didn't get any, you know what I mean? Like, we did it. I love it. I don't see any more hemp. Did all the hemp go down, did it?
I put 19 in there, so.
Oh, right, okay, that's not that much actually. So, split, like, what was it, 8 ways, 6 ways? How many it's the 6, isn't it? Millstones.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you can see that.
It's fucking loud, Jesus.
I know, it is.
I just have to So how much hemp fiber should we get out of 19 hemp?
Oh shit.
19 times 4. So you're talking 76?
How many did you use to pick up?
I threw it back down on the elevator. Like 5.
Is it all in there?
There's 64 in there right now.
Right,
I took the 4 out that was in there.
right.
There's more coming.
Ah, there is. There's a bit more coming down. Is there still more grinding up?
No, I'm pretty sure there isn't. Let's get out of here. Jesus.
No, I think it's done grinding up. So
How much did you put in?
19. So you got what, 70, 81 there?
80.
Wasn't there already some in there? I thought there was a few in there.
There was 4, I took those out. I got those on late.
So there's 81 come back.
Yeah? Okay.
That's weird.
Stuck there.
There must be some stuff from before. I mean, 81 doesn't even go into the equation. Like, you're either missing some or you've gained some. Who knows? it wasn't the right test. We'll have to do a proper test. Anyway, right. So yeah, so let's have a look at the collection thing. So we can't really go left.
It has to go this way.
It has to come back on ourselves, doesn't it? And that's okay, because that's going more towards spawn, so it's not like we're going away from spawn. So we want to...
And we could even have a water drop right next to the portal, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That takes us down to the collection room.
Yeah, true. Aye, but towards it.
Get rid of these stairs here. Are they in the way, or?
I think we just need to make a massive cavern.
Yeah, just keep that side there. So we need to be able to still go up. So I was just going to say keep one set of stairs there. Right, so I don't remember the order. That's something we should have brought.
Sure.
Filters.
Pretty sure Nitra and eyes and oysters have something to do with the first drop.
That's another thing as well. Like now that we're getting slimes and witches, we're going to have to take that into account. Oh, I'm going to have to set up some hoppers with some. How many filters are there?
Question. Like 5 that we actually need or something? 6?
Like 5 or 6.
Might as well. The reason I'm digging so far back is I'm going to go up and actually sort of dig a water drop already. Not a final one, I just want to see where down there is in comparison to the portal.
Yeah, okay. Right, aye, but if you put one, yeah. Aye, just off from the portal. Do that. Right, I don't want them. Right, what was I thinking? Right, okay, so I need hoppers. Where we're going to put these hoppers? Down here. Oops. I'm going to stop it. Right, okay. Right, you got a ladder. What else have you got? The one with sticks, isn't it?
Wicker.
You've got... Yeah, you got wicker. Can you get some wicker? I don't know if we've got some here or...
Is it just knitting one, or we got to knit 4 of them to make one?
No, you need more than that, I think. Because we need a wicker pane. Which is, it's 1 piece of wicker and a grate. And to make a grate,
I got
the sticks in the
here,
string.
so chuck that down here.
Where's that hemp? Oh shit! Oh, you made. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Alright,
It's fine.
Yeah, rope cut.
Yeah,
Here's slat. Bammer on
I
that.
made slaps already.
Get the wicker.
Ladder, iron bars.
I made ladder. I didn't make iron bars, but I'll make them now. And yeah, I'm making a trapdoor as well. I can't remember how the trapdoor. Is that it? No. How do you do a trapdoor again?
It's 4 sidings in a square, and then. No, it isn't. I've forgotten. I've kept digging to go sort of under the portal out of the chasm. There was high water over here, so that's useful.
Right. Are you getting the wicker sticks?
Yeah, come on. What the fuck do we need for it?
4 pieces of wicker. We might have some up at the base. Or have you gone back to the base, like?
Yeah. Oh, you fucker.
We might have some already, really.
Sticks, while you're back there, can you hang on, you can make ladders with string, can't you?
Yeah.
Shit ton of thing there.
Right, I'll use a string.
Oh shit, yeah. I was using hemp to make the grates. That's a silly idea. Forgot about all the string sitting downstairs. Right, so I've got all of them, I just need the wicker. So...
I don't see anything. Great, that's not anything to do with it, alright?
Heads don't go anywhere. Oh. What did you say, Stick? Sorry?
Got 2 wicker. Alright.
That's fine, we just need 1.
No, I mean 2 wicker. They need 4 of them for a thingy.
I think you only need 1 of them.
To make a wicker, isn't it a wicker pane? Isn't that what you're trying to make?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need 4 wicker.
No. You need 1 wicker and 1 grate. You're looking at the old wicker pane.
1 wicker, 1. It's just all right now.
I've got the grate. Just bring the wicker. That's fine.
You got both of them?
Both of the wicker. Yeah, you might as well bring them down now. Right. Okay. Okay. This. These. This. And I've got the. Yeah. What else have we got? The glass things and these. Oh, the warts. The flesh. I got the bones. The oysters. Arrows. I got some arrows. And the slime. Right. Oh, the healing. Well, the healing potions will do the same as the empty pots, won't they? The empty potions. Oh, they're not. Okay. Fair enough. That one. Spider eyes. What else was I thinking? What else was I? Alright. This one. Cheers. Iron doesn't matter, it's going straight through. Right, okay. We've got nitrate, nitrate. That's again, that doesn't really matter. Right, what do we got? Well, let's try blocks. I think heads are the same as blocks. As in, nothing will go through. Right, none of them will go through anywhere. Right, okay. Arrows, forgot about them. Right, I think I've got everything. I didn't try sticks, I don't think. Shafts. Right.
Bunch of just bits of armor floating through the track.
Is there? I mean, that's, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, there's lots of red orbs, so mobs are dying on impact, basically. That's what's happening. But it's alright. The arm will come through and it'll get done it. Oh, wow, yeah, it's a full suit, isn't it? Ooh, yeah. Don't forget scrolls and shafts, yeah. I think it's only the buoyancy where they differ. I can't remember. How are they dying on impact? Because they're falling from a height. So they're dying when they hit the water. Some of the water's quite shallow at parts. So they're just dying on those bits. There you go. It's a perfect example. These legs have blast protection 4 on them. Which is extremely rare. They're only on 1 notch like. But still, if they weren't on 1 notch, they'd be worth keeping. Anyway, right, I think I've got the sword. But Jose, if you can see any that I've missed, then let us know, but I don't think there is. Are there any where it looks to me like the glass bottle and the potion of healing are exactly the same. Wherever the healing potion goes through, the glass bottle does. In what way are they not the same? Am I missing something? Actually, iron doesn't matter, does it? Because although I'll do it. Basically, it's just a grate. It's just one of those wicker, isn't it, to filter the nitrate. Although actually, we need to work out things that are going in by weight. It's actually anything in this one. So nitrate, spider eyes, and slime balls and iron all are heavy. Are you getting this? Anybody?
Say that again.
So you know how it's normally the iron and the nitrate that's heavy?
Yes.
It's the spider eyes and the slime is also heavy. So we need to separate that out.
I remember separating Spider-Man first. It was the first thing that we took off.
I haven't tried the spider eyes in. That's what I haven't done. I'll have a look at this. Right, okay, so we can separate the eyes from the nitra by using a wicker pin. Then, I haven't tried slime either, have I? Right, okay, good. Alright, so, a wicker pin literally only takes nitra. So once we've got the... I'm going to write this down. Right, have a look.
everything else that floated went into a different spot.
Yeah, so we split
So
the
iron,
heavy.
ice, and nitro all went together.
Generally, we split the heavy. We split the heavy items from the light items first, and then they go off on separate streams, and then we split them accordingly. Slime and ice. Okay. So. Wicker. Then slime eyes. Slime and eyes. Slime and eyes. Neither. Slime and eyes. Okay, so slime and eyes are going to be difficult to separate.
I mean, can you not put all the heavy stuff dropping into a hub and then put that?
Well, the problem is slime and eyes go through the same filters. So
Are they as heavy as each other, though? That's the question. I mean, do they both
yeah,
instantly drop down?
Yeah, things are either heavy or they're light. There's no grey area. I mean, at least I don't think. Well, yeah. Well, they're both very heavy because they drop them down the first hopper. So yes, basically. So we can separate the iron from the slime. So basically, we can separate the. So what with the heavy things, we've got the iron, the nitra, the slime, and the eyes. Okay. We can separate. We can filter the iron off, no problem. Okay. So at least we've got that. We can also filter the nitra off, and then we're left with slime and eyes. And unless we do, I don't know if we can do bellows.
I feel like a couple of worlds ago you helped me out with my trap and we were able to separate the eyes. Not the slime, but we were able to get the eyes in their own box.
Yeah, that's because you weren't getting slime.
Oh, okay.
This is the
So
problem
we can
we've
put the
got.
slime, but we can separate the slime and the eyes, you said. I mean, together.
Yeah, the slime and the eyes will be together.
Alright.
But but we might be able to set up a bellows. Should we just set up a bellows real quick? Or can we set up a bellows real quick? Is it something that's quick?
Oh, we've got power right here. Find one of these.
Yeah, it's just set up the turntable and everything, that's all. Right, I'm just going to dump all this shit in this box here. Sorry. Whoever's trying to keep this organised. So, yeah. Right. Is it worth setting up a, why is this here?
I mean, why not test it?
Why is this wood here? With these on?
I dug through the wall and this was randomly here.
That's weird.
Oh, must have done that.
I've got an almighty drop over here, by the way, and it's not
Right.
safe, so don't jump down.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, do you want to set up a bellows to see if the eyes and the slime can be separated?
Why not do it properly?
And if we do, are we going to bother to do it? I mean, I've never done that either, so I don't know
we
if
need
we
to
can.
go hardcore. We need to try it at least. Where's the nearest bit of
Scrolls
power?
and shafts. Right, okay, right, so say, well, okay, let's set it up so we can answer the question. Iron for slime and eyes trap. Bat wings are in there, but we haven't had a look. We'll look at the other ones after. For now, what we're going to try and do is we're going to get a. This needs to be. Right. Okay. Let's set up a turntable.
Let's take it down here. There's a big room down here already.
In here?
Yeah.
Oh, right here. Yeah, okay.
Because the gearbox is right there.
Gearbox is right there. Yeah, okay. Let's get rid of this then. I'll put that there. Okay, so... let's get the bellows here. Well... oh, you picked it up, by the way. Alright, there we go. Well,
It's not popping.
oh, whoops. Hang on.
It's not going.
It's because it's not.
It's not a thing. I keep forgetting about that. It's not a clutch. I need to get a clutch. Hang on. Well, there goes that idea.
So they don't blow at all.
Nah. So, Patosi, is there a way then? Shame. Okay, so while this is set up, let's have a look at the rest of the stuff. How we can separate that. Because I've got this one written down, so we can at least get slime and eyes together.
You might want to start drawing a diagram.
I am drawing a diagram. That's what I'm saying. I've got it down, so I know what we're doing. So we've got nitrate. It's difficult to tell because what is there and what isn't. What does go through and what doesn't go
Should
through.
you just take nitro off first, since that's just the easiest.
Well, yeah. Oh, well, I'm not. I mean, we've done the heavy stuff. Nitrate is one of the heavy things, so let's take all the heavy things. No, let's not take all the heavy things out. I don't want to. We'll move them though, just so they're not. They're not getting in the way.
So what's the order of the heavy stuff? What are we taking off first, and then second and third, etc.?
We take the nitro off first with the wicker, and then we take the iron. No, sorry. And then we take the slime and the eyes off, and then all that's left is the iron, and that just goes into a crucible. Or to our special thing that we've kind of designed. Right, so this lets into a lot of stuff. Right.
Is it the iron bars that take off the eyes and the slime from the iron?
The eyes and the slime
you know what I
from
mean?
the iron. No, it's not. Iron goes through it. You can see here, I'm showing, you can see in the box there's iron. Can you get in there?
Aye, but not tools or armor. That isn't that separate?
I don't
Like
think so.
soldering going in.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Oh shit, that is separate. Alright, okay. Well, it doesn't really matter. Because iron's easy. Like, iron's not the problem. iron sorted. Like, let's forget about the heavy stuff because that's done.
The slime and the eyes.
Yeah, but we can't do that. We've just realised we can't do it unless Vitose has a bright idea. But we basically, I would think so, but you know, yeah, I can't think of one. So anyway, now let's have a look at the light stuff, which is a lot harder to do. So.
Well, I remember that flesh was the very last thing that just went off on its own to die at the end. If you see what I mean, like that didn't go through any hoppers. That was the last.
It does.
Refuse at the end.
No, the last ones is the heads. That's the last thing because the heads don't go through anything. The last thing to exit, the last thing to leave the thing is the heads. The second to last is bows. Bows go down on their own somewhere. I think it's right at the end. I think you put like a ladder in and the bows go through it once you've filtered everything else off. Because the bows don't go through anything else.
You've got the arrows and bones together.
The arrows and bones can't be separated. I'm going to find it difficult to visualize this actually, because we filter something through. So, like for instance, if we take the ones with the least, so the wicker pane becomes completely obsolete. Nothing else goes through that. We've taken care of the nitrous, so we can't use a wicker pane for anything. So it comes down to using these 5. Now,
you can separate bones and arrows and do it. Bellows separates it.
Oh yeah, I know they do. Yeah, I know. I knew that. I knew bones and arrows could be separated with the bellows. Yeah, I knew that. I thought you knew that. Sorry, I thought you knew that. Anyway, right. So what if we're looking at the hoppers here? We could split off. No, oops. String bat wings, they go through that. String bat wings and things go through there. String bat wings and string bat wings. Oh shit, this is difficult. It doesn't look like we can separate string, scrolls and bat wings either. Because they all go through the same hoppers. So get them on the bellows. String, scrolls and bat wings. Oh shit. Well, hold on, wait for it. Because some can be blown 3 squares, some can be blown 2, some can be blown 1, but it looks like they're all going. Okay, well, there goes that idea as well. So, Batose, I hope he's still there, like. Are you finding that as well? String, scrolls, and bat wings. String, scrolls, and bat wings, yeah. So, let's have a look at what else we can split up. Right, so, okay, let's look at a grate. So we can use a grate, and then we can separate them further. So the creeper ices and the witch's warts. Let's have a look at. They both go through there. Neither of them go through there. Oh man, for fuck's sake, it's going to be warts and creeper ices together.
That's upsetting.
Try warts and creeper ices at the bellows. Yeah. You're on it. You know how to do it.
Alright. Both of them.
Ah, right. I know a way of separating them. You have a piston shovel. You turn the creeper oysters into blocks, and then you'll be able to separate them from the warts.
No.
So, okay, so So we're talking bat wings, scrolls, and string together. Can be separated from everything else with slats. Then you can use, well, actually slats or, right, so you can use a, okay, so a grate. I don't know, let's see if I can, okay, alright, give me a second. Right, so if we use a grate first, right, just split off oysters, warts, string, scrolls, and wings. A grate. Agreed. And then after that you use slats, and it'll be the warts and the oysters. And the rest they'll go on the top. And then warts and the oysters. Piston sugar. And then pretty much any filter, they'll filter the warts away from the blocks, because blocks don't go through anything, remember? So that'll be easy to filter them away, okay? So that's one piston shovel we'll need. This is a massive job, this, like. So that's sorted. Right, what about right, so string. Let's switch everything around. That's that. Yeah. Got them down there. Save it. Them there like that. And that should save it. Right, okay, so you see what I'm doing? Oh, where are you? Right. So what we've got left is along the top row to filter. The ones at the bottom have already been filtered and we're taking care of them. So none of them. Bellows can separate bones and arrows. Yeah, they can, but we'll put a pin in that for now. We'll consider that after. Let's have a look at potions and glass bottles. Because I don't see a way of doing that. We can separate the shafts, the bones, and the arrows. Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, shafts, bones, and arrows are going to be together. Can you test shafts, bones, and arrows? Liquid. With the bellows. And then all we'll have is the flesh, the bows, and the portions. Flesh and portions are going to be together. Yeah, flesh and portions.
Arrows comes away separately, with bones and shafts remain together.
Right, so shafts and bones.
So.
Oh, you can turn the bones into blocks, yeah. Okay, so. Okay, so bones, arrows, shafts. What separates them? What is it again? It's a trapdoor. Bones, shafts, and arrows. And then after that, it's bellows, is it? It's bellows to get rid of the arrows.
That gets rid of the arrows, and then the remainder you then block the bones and the shafts together, which will block the bones and leave the shafts.
Bellows throw the arrows away.
Yep.
Right. And then it'll be... not if you want to grind them after the mid-kibble. Well, that's something we'll deal with. You can also destroy the shafts in a cauldron, then tip it to get the bones.
Remember that shit floats at different heights.
No, not really when it comes down to hoppers. It's either they're heavy or they're light. It is. I've tested that before, and I'm sure Batozi will back us up unless something's changed. Or I don't think I'm wrong. I mean, I'm not 100%, but I'm sure. I'm almost 100% sure that things are either light or heavy. There's no in between. So Batozi says you can destroy the shafts in a cauldron. Well, it wouldn't be a cauldron, would it? It would not be a crucible. The shafts don't just get destroyed in a cauldron. The third block downstream. No in between. Yeah. Sorry. What did you say, Sticks?
Maybe think there's a stone cauldron.
I think he's thinking of a crucible, or is he? No. A stoked cauldron doesn't burn up shafts because you can use a stoked cauldron to melt the bores and you get shafts and string. So I know a stoked cauldron doesn't melt shafts. He must be thinking of a crucible. And then bones don't destroy in the crucible, I guess. I didn't know that though. You think the crucible does? It does for bores. The crucible... Aye. The crucible destroys almost anything, but it won't destroy bones. Is that right? The crucible won't destroy bones. That doesn't seem right. I thought a crucible would destroy bones. Anything organic it would destroy, surely.
Sticks, did you just empty everything out of there?
Yeah, why were you putting it in there?
I was just doing a little experiment.
No.
Empty everything out of where? What's the matter? What are you doing, like?
I was just making sure weight doesn't have any impact.
It doesn't. Batozi's confirmed it. It either goes at the third block downstream or the fifth. Then there is no in between. So I wouldn't worry about that really. And I was already almost sure. Right, so that's how we can separate bones, arrows, and shafts. Bones, arrows, and shafts. And then the bores can be separated at the end, and then the and then the heads after that, of course. Right, now we've got flesh and portions of healing, and glass bottles essentially. Flesh can be turned into blocks. So there you go. That's it, isn't it? So flesh. So we're going to need 3 piston shovels, like circuits, and 1 lot of bellows.
Another set of bellows?
Yeah, we will. Yeah, but I wouldn't worry about that, that's the least of our worries. I mean, we've got a lot of work to do here.
Why do we need 3 piston shovels?
One piston shovel's to separate oysters and warts. Another one is to separate the arrows from the bones and the shafts. No, sorry. The other one is to separate the bones from the shafts. And then we've got one last one to separate the flesh from the portions.
Oh, do they drop together?
Yeah, flesh and portions drop together, yeah. Portions and empty bottles. Yeah. So... can we build another room somewhere? Up here, something somewhere, just so we can like lay out some right above this, off to the side here. Just so we can. I want to lay out the hoppers and shit. Or maybe I could just draw it on paper. I don't know. It's getting to the point where.
What are you trying to do?
Well, I'm trying to visualize it, and I'm kind of struggling to visualize it. So we need to separate. I mean, the way I've written it down is we need to we set the light stuff. We separate them in 3 sections, right? So we separate the oysters, warts, strings, scrolls, and wings from everything else. No, forget about the heavy stuff. That's already been separated off. Okay. We're talking about the light stuff. We separate the oysters, the warts, the string, the scrolls, and the wings off together, and then everything else goes down one chute. Okay. Once this is separated off, on that new water stream, you're going to have one hopper that has a grate in it, and that filters that lets the oysters through. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, that lets everything through. Well, that doesn't make sense. The slats should go first. The slats should go first. Right, okay, so basically you'll have slats, okay, which will separate the oysters and the warts from the string, the scrolls, and the wings. Alright? Why have I got it?
As you're saying, I can't picture it.
Oh, the grate. Sorry, the grate goes first, okay? So on the row, so you've got so you've got the light stuff all flowing merrily down the stream, right? Then you put a hopper with a grate in it, alright? And what this does is this separates off the oysters, the warts, the string, the scrolls, and the wings, alright? And so if you follow that stream down, you then put some slats. And what that'll do is that'll let through the oysters and the warts, okay? And the string, the scrolls, and the wings keep going. And then they're just going to have to be in a box together, right? So their chain's ended. Now the oysters and the warts, once they're separated off, they need to go to a piston shovel, which turns the oysters into blocks, and the warts stay as they are, and then those can be separated off. Okay. Then then you go back to the beginning, where you filter those 5 things off, and of the rest of the stream, as you're going further down, you then want to put a trapdoor after the grate. And one with a trapdoor lets through bones, arrows, and shafts. Okay? Then everything else goes over the top of it, right? So once you follow the trapdoor through, it wants to go to a bellows, right? The bellows will separate the arrows from the bones and the shafts. And then after that, you want a piston shovel to make the bones into blocks and separate them from the shafts that way, right? And then the last one is you've got the flesh and the portions. Actually, you haven't got the flesh, you've got more than that actually after that. You've got flesh, portions, bows, and heads. Forgot about that. Heads don't go in anything. So you've got the piston shovel that would go there, everything would flow at the top. The bows go through... What's the thing that bows go through? The bows go through a ladder. So you could fill... actually, does everything else go through a ladder as well? Flesh, portions, and head. Well, heads don't. Flesh and portions do. Doesn't matter, you can just make the piston shovel. Oh, shit. Okay. You've got to put a ladder first. You've got to put a ladder first, and that'll separate the flesh, the portions, and the bows from the heads. Because if you don't put the ladder first, when the flesh gets made into blocks, you won't be able to separate them from the heads. So you've got to do a ladder. And they all fall through. And then from the ladder, you've got to go Oh, how do you separate the... Oh shit, you can't separate the bores? Oh, that's even more complicated. Hi, Red Rook. Well, yeah, of course we need to get the XP. Yeah, that goes without saying. The XP needs to come away first. Okay, so we've got a problem. We've still got flesh potions and bows together.
Flesh potions and bows.
Yeah. Okay, so we could separate them, but it's a bit of an arse. So what we could do is, we could pass the flesh, the potions, and the bows through a piston shovel, which will turn the flesh into blocks. Okay. Then we can put another ladder hopper, which the flesh blocks will pass over, and it'll let through the potions and the bows, right? And then the potions and the bows go into a stoked cauldron, where the bows get melted down into shafts and string, and then there's potions. And then the shafts... Oh my god, this is so fucking complicated. This is ridiculous. How detailed do we want to be with this? Because this could take weeks. Like...
Well, here, you can get the bows away from the flesh and the potions with iron bars. Instead of
the bow doesn't go over the top. Yeah, good point, actually. Yeah, of course. Well, add on. Oh, we took them out. Add on. Put them back in.
Aye, there you go.
And the bow doesn't go through. Alright, okay, that's fine then. Okay. So the ladder, the bow... So, we want iron bars. First. And do we need a ladder? Oh, the ladder is for... Okay, so iron bars. Iron bars, not a ladder. So... That's better. Yeah.
So then we've just got flesh and potions here, and then we can block it.
Yeah, so iron bars. Iron bars. The bows will go over the top. And then after that, we'll want a ladder, which will let the bows through, but not the heads. So that's then the bows and the heads separated. And then when the iron bars go through, then that leads to a piston shovel. And then obviously we split them accordingly. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we'd still need 3 piston shovels. And we need a bellows. And so everything's going to be separate into groups. And that, I mean, you know, unless you can think of a better way to do it. Now the question is, what do we want to separate first? We need to do it in order. Actually, I think we need to do oysters. Oysters are great. Right. Okay. So yeah. So that's been separated off as the heavy. Right. Okay. So yeah. So we do the grate first. Then we do a trapdoor. And then we do iron bars. Right, okay, I can kind of see how this will happen. We're going to need a lot of room. Okay. Okay, so, right, we don't need the bellows anymore, do we?
I don't think so. That's everything now.
Actually, I don't know why I did that. Oh, shit. I didn't realise this was so deep. That's weird. Alright, Right, so do we know what we're doing?
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, but
it's
no.
gotta be a
Really.
behemoth.
So obviously we want to split the XP first, and then we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that later. Alright? So, shall we cut off the items?
Is there a way to cut them off and only collect the iron? If that makes sense. Just temporarily.
We don't need the iron. Like, we've got plenty of iron. I don't think it matters.
Just
A double
block it
chest
off.
full sitting right there.
Sorry?
We've got almost a double chest full sitting right
Yeah,
there.
it doesn't... I mean, yeah,
Have you
we're
got
not
a
desperate for
sign
iron.
or something?
A sign?
What the items are. Yeah, will that block the items or?
Oh, right. No, it wouldn't. But I'm just gonna... There. That's blocked it. Oh, but I don't want to block the water. Yeah. I don't want to block the water.
Could just block the trap.
I don't want to block the trap either. There. Turn off the source. Turn off the source would be a very dangerous thing to do.
Well, I mean, you could just whack off the water wheel.
It would I mean it would be dangerous because it would break Styx's system because all the mobs would just collect up. I mean we could I don't know.
Maybe just put a line of bone blocks across the front entrance. Stop them coming in. They'll sit in the trap as well, but this way.
Well no yeah. Let's just do this. No, let's not. I've just realised that water wheel's powering everything, including this millstone grinding system. I don't want to do that. Right. Actually, it's a good point, yeah. Take out the soul sand and let the items drop. Just let the items drop into something. Into a hole. Oh shit.
Dig a hole.
Yeah, just dig a hole. Yeah. So we'll take up this for now. And this. And we'll just... That can be a hole. No, not that one. This one here. Okay, there we go. Right, all the items will drop through there. I think. Oh no, the light items won't. But what we'll do is... I don't know. Yeah, all the heavy items will drop in there, but the light items won't.
Whatever. I mean, it's just going to be dropping.
No, it's not that. It's just that we're going to be collecting items as we're trying to work with it, and it's going to fuck me right off.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, let's. And I need to break this anyway because we're going to divert the water, so it's all a pointless thing. Right. We need to move this box as well, so that needs to go over somewhere else. Anywhere really, just somewhere out of the way. So if you can do that, that'd be.
Okay, most of this shit.
Super. Got all the gearboxes liquid. Oh no. It's all in there. Right. Put that in there. Put that in there. What was that?
Move the animal. Or broke it, whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah. Right. Oh, that's a shame. That's all right. Right. Okay. So we want to turn the water to go this way.
Should we just do the heavy shit first?
Yeah. So we can have the heavy.
Well, is the heavy shit going to be going into... Well, actually, yeah.
We need to do the XP first. We need to filter the XP away first. All right.
Should we get under the water? Because I'm assuming the XP is going to be right there. First block, basically.
The XP can go under any block. But mainly, yeah. We might want to... We want to get the XP first, I think. Let's... I mean, this is going to be the XP hopper. Right, XP. How we're going to do this, I don't... Let's think. Right, let's tear all this up. It's all has to come up. I want the hoppers.
Okay, there's some uppers on the stairs.
Right. You got the hoppers?
Up on the stairs.
On the stairs. Right, cheers. Right, okay. This is what I mean by items just dropping on you. It's upsetting. Right. So we're going to want to turn... So the XP is going to go through there, right? Take out the soul sand on the cactus one, you fancy, yeah. The soul sand that collects the XP. Or you go for green XP. Oh, you go for the green XP. Yes, I'll keep them as dragon orbs. So I can choose to store them into hopper until I can get enough vessels. What? I like to keep them as dragon orbs so I can choose to store them into hopper until I can get enough vessels. I don't understand what you mean by that. I don't know what you yeah. I don't know what you mean by that. Right, so we want, right, so the XP is going to come through here. Which,
we're turning these uppers this way now, right?
Well, we're going that way as well. Because what one... Right, we might have to dig it in here.
Is XP heavy?
Yeah. Yeah, it's heavy. So, we'll have an XP going through it, so we might have to have the water flowing along here.
That's a lot of red orbs.
I know it is, I know. We might have to have the water flowing along here. I'm just trying to get started. I'm struggling to get started here, like.
Well, so
I can't see where the water is.
This way.
And those saws are really bugging me. This fucking...
Turn your sound down.
I know.
Make it life easier.
Yeah, that's a good point. Right.
Once you take this cobble out, then this water's going to come this way, right? Along here. So, I mean, this would probably be the best way to do it, because you can pull all your power from over this way for all your pistons and all your shit.
Yeah, we're going to bring some stuff along this way. The main route is going to go along this way. Alright? But you know what we need? Some glass. That's what we need. If you convert the XP into green orbs with the soul sand filter, you can't store them in hoppers after that point. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Alright,
I've done it many times. That's how I do it. I store it in hopper. I store it in hoppers as XP, and then I trickle it out. You definitely can, 100%. If you split the items from the dragon orbs using a powered hopper with no filter, you can have an XP storage system using the hoppers with the soul sand filter. No. No, you can store. Anyway, right. Sorry?
Anything else we need from over there? I'm going to go get glass blocks from the house.
Right.
Almost 2 stacks over.
I can't think of anything. I don't know. Glass. Really.
Anything for piston shovels, that kind of shit.
We'll need piston shovels. Yeah, we'll need 3 piston shovels and 3 pistons and 3 turntables. So yeah, good call.
Right. Let me get that.
This is annoying the hell out of me. I'm full of items again. This is not good. I'm not impressed. We can't. We can't have that. Nah, we can't be working like
Just
this.
we need to turn the trap off. I mean, there's no other choice really.
Well, we can't turn. Well, we're going to have to get in there and put blocks in the way then. We can't turn the trap off because it'll turn the millstone grinding thing off. And turning that off, I think, will be catastrophic. Because I think it'll ruin the timings. And not only that, but the screw pump, all the water will not go.
Okay.
So we need to get in there and put blocks down.
Do we have
So
solar?
good luck with that. Look at this. You want to go in there? Because I don't. You can push blocks in there with pistons. Fuck that shit. If you have green orbs floating above the soul sand hopper, it goes in. Yeah, it does. Yeah. So you can. That's how I do it. So I'll filter the XP, and then I'll have it. Then I'll store it in hoppers with soul sand filters, and I've done it before where I had a wall of hoppers, and they were all full of XP. And if you have 5 hoppers wide, you can have as many tall as you want. And then when you press a button, on the wall, that timing gives you 17 levels of XP from 0. That's how it works. That's how it works, baby. So yeah, alright. I'm surprised you never knew that. I've known that for years. It's just a thing. I didn't realise it was privileged info. Right, yeah.
Whoa!
What happened there?
What am I making?
No, I didn't get close to it.
Weird.
Must have been shot.
You're making 3 pistons, 3 piston shovels, and 3 turntables. Right, I'm breaking this, by the way.
Careful, fucking no.
I know.
It's not. They can get through stuff. Right, okay.
There. I mean that.
I think. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, things will be able
Maybe
to get
the
across.
slimes.
Like spiders will be able to go across. Shall I do it better?
Yeah. Well, I was doing it over here, but yeah.
Oh, were you?
It's too hard
Oh,
over
right.
here.
Okay. Oh,
Do we
right.
have redstone matches anywhere else?
Redstone what?
Latches.
Oh, we need gold. We need gold. So, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll just.
Well, let me see what I can rustle up here.
All right, Bear Grylls. Okay. Oh, just let us put some shit in here, man. Jesus Christ, these boxes are all full of stuff. It's upsetting. Right, put that in there. Take all this stuff upstairs. Need more boxes. Don't know why I'm bothering to try and store this stuff. Like, oh my god, we've got a double chest up here full of arrows. We're never going to need that many arrows. It just simply isn't going to happen. I'm throwing away full stacks of loose cobble. We just don't need it. Right. You're doing it with the dragon hopes for no reason. It's that well, you know, each to their own. Right, that's... yeah.
I think I'm going to be 1 redstone latch short.
Right, that's fine. Just do what you can. And we'll go from there. Right, so we're going to have we're going to have this taken away because, oh shit, alright. I think that counts as a heavy one as well, so, can we have XP and, Right, okay, no, what we can do is we can do that for heavy stuff. That for XP.
Now we're safe.
It's now safe, is it? Right, cool. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Either of you know of any decorative gold that you stuck over that we don't need?
No, we haven't used any decorative gold.
Right, I'm gonna go kill a pigman then.
Alright. Well, should we all come and do that, or... Because that's a dangerous thing.
I'm not worried, I'm tough.
Well,
The water that comes in. No, never mind.
so, this would be heavy. Oops. Heavy. XP. And then everything else. Glass though, we need glass, remember.
Glass is cooking away.
Right, great.
I'm back
As
in
much
the
as you can. As much as you can.
Yeah, put some more on to cook.
Right.
I'm just back down in the nether looking for swords.
Right, cool. XP, and then the lights. One of the light things we can have one of the hoppers there. So the first hopper needs to be the grate, because
How
heavy's
can
been
we have
split
XP
up.
and heavy next to each other?
We can't. I've just realised that because of the water chute. Is that what we're talking about?
Well, yeah, we need two
Yeah.
water shoots from under both of these.
Yeah,
and that's just
we do.
impossible.
Yeah.
Why do we do this one heavy? Because that's the first block, isn't it?
Watch out the way. It doesn't come down straight from there, does it? So does that?
Could
That
always
was
test.
the one for heavy, wasn't it? Anyway, so yeah, no, that was the Okay, so we'll do that for heavy. You put heavy on there, yeah, and then this one can be the first one for I think. Can you have the hopper on the edge of the water? I think you can. There's no reason why you can't. I don't think. Although it feels like there's no reason why you can't. I don't know. Okay, so a grate. A grate. A grate is the sticks, isn't it? Have we got shafts down there in a box somewhere?
I've got 17 on me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Go make a grate. Can you go make a grate with some string? There's some string in this box here. Get some string and make a grate.
What, did you choose the grades from up here?
Because I want to leave them intact so we can refer to them. I don't want to move anything from there. Right, okay. You need to hook up the arrows from your trap to a dispenser in your future gas farm to shoot the fuckers. You need to hook up the arrows from your trap to a dispenser in your future gas farm. That's what I want to do anyway. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can what? Oh, you can. Yeah, at the edge. Right. Okay. Yeah. I think we've got enough on our plate towards here, to be honest. Hook up the arrows from the trap to a dispenser in the future gas farm. Jesus, that would be kind of cool. That's crazy though. But yeah. Anyway, right. So a grate in there. Yeah. And then the grate spits out the oysters, and we'll have a water chute. Should we build what's going to be the water chute? So we'd have this, because all the separations off it are going to have to go this way. That's the ironic thing. We're going towards this noise, unless the other things can go back on themselves.
Hang on. What passes over the grate? What comes down?
Well, everything except for everything except for the oysters, the warts, the strings, the scrolls, and the wings. These are all going to go in this water chute here.
The oysters that blah blah blah. Okay, Jesus.
Yeah. And
So it's
then
literally half. This is like half and half, roughly.
roughly, and
half
then
the ships
well,
come down.
yeah, you can yeah. There's 7 more things to go over the top of that.
Right.
Great. So heavy will go. Yeah.
Might as
heavy will
well.
go there.
Might as well keep it as high as possible. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? We might have a problem with the. Might as well keep it high as possible.
Somewhat.
You know what? I don't think I really care about height. I think I'd rather just have room to maneuver because it's going to get like that millstone thing. That's why I had it drop for a little way. But I'm just looking at the heavy section here. When the heavy section's going, we need to have a wicker. This is going to be cramped. Hold on a second. I don't think we should have them so close together. The XP, sure. But the heavy stuff... Let's do the heavy stuff first, because... What's
I'm just
the heavy
wondering if
stuff?
we take XP out of the back, that'll save quite a lot of room on this side.
Yeah, it would. Get the XP just out the way. Right, so the heavy stuff, once this goes down, you then need... The heavy stuff that can be like, that could be there. You need nitra. And then a trapdoor. And then the iron will go down into here. So
we need to get... Well... The heavy and the XP need their own pure water chutes from somewhere else.
Yeah, I know. Slime and ice
I'm
go
going to try
through
and
there.
find
Nitra
the water chute.
goes through there. That's a good one, actually. I think I'll replace the signs with what will go through them. So oysters. 4 warts, string, scrolls, wings, and then nitra and slime and eyes go through there, and then iron. There we go, iron will go off there. Hi Findel. Mob trap sorting. Right, so that's the iron thing, but if you look at this, so the XP's going that way, yeah. So we might not want to separate oysters, warts and scrolls straight away, unless we're taking them that way as well. Did you get a sword?
No.
No.
There's a shit ton of pigmen. The one have got a fucking sword on him.
Right. Oh,
Still a bit.
that.
Oh shit!
What's the matter?
Oh, he dropped a nugget.
Where are you?
Hang on. Well, I got a nugget off of one. I just killed one and I just got dropped a random nugget.
You're in the nether?
I'm in the nether. Yeah, I'm at the trap. I closed the door.
Right.
I just killed one. He shit a nugget out.
You're in the trap?
No, the nether.
The nether, you're in the nether, right. I thought you said you were in the trap. Oh god, there's slimes in the millstone place. Which is upsetting because the slime balls are gonna go in and start grinding shit up. Hold on, XP's going down in it, what? Oh, that's weird. We need to plug up these holes so shit can't get in the water. That water's going down there, so that doesn't really matter. Wait. water's not going through. The water's fucked. The water's fucked.
Why?
Because we turned it off momentarily.
So did you get blocked up on the trap?
The water in the millstone area is screwed up. It's right. Give us a second. What do I need them to do here? What can I grind up? Well,
Is that because of the screw pump doing weird shit?
yeah. Just need them. Oh, you little fucker! Where you fucking coming from? Fucking slimes, man! Where are they coming from? They're all in the block. Ah, the fucking. They're all the drops are blocked. Fucking. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is a joke. This is a fucking joke. Where are the slimes coming from? I mean, I know the trap's turned off, but fuck me, man. I'm trying to... Right, I can get there. Right, okay. I think it's completely fucked, you know. Oh, shit! Oh! I've fucked it up. The XP's gone now, and the whole thing's completely fucked up. The whole thing's completely ruined. Because,
Why and how?
well, because I think it's gone down. Oh, and now I've got slimes on us again. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with it. I'm hurt now. I'm hurt. I'm gonna have to actually take a fucking regeneration potion. This is ridiculous. Right, so basically the water, I've got the water flowing again, and it flowed right up into us and flowed down into the hole and around the back of the trap, around the back of the millstone. So I'm just hoping that there was no more XP, and I kind of see it from here. I think I'm all right. I'm inside the mechanism. I think I'm okay though. I think it's alright. I think it's only one piece of XP that went there.
I got some last bit of gold cooking, so go feed myself in a bit.
What a joke. Right, okay. But I have a feeling that, yeah, all the water is completely gone in the millstone area. There's just no water flowing at all, and I'm getting bats flying all in my face, and I've got slimes flying all over the place. It's completely fucked.
I'm gonna have to come down.
It's fucked. So basically, at least we've learned that we can never turn off the signal to that. Ah, for fuck's sake! Fucking bullshit.
Hard for me to understand.
It's the screw pump. The screw pump supplies the water chutes for everything underneath because that's the pure water source, remember? And because the screw pump's been fucked up, the water's not flowing in all the directions, it's only flowing in one direction now. So I've got to like get down there. And I've got to go and manually turn it around.
How did you fuck it up in the first place? Like what initially fucked up with the screw pump?
Oh god.
Did you?
I think it's because we pulled. We disconnected the water wheel.
Ah, right, okay. How did you get it to flow in all three directions?
I have no. I'm just trying to figure that out now. Right. So is it going that way? Right. Okay. Right. It's going those two ways. Right. Right, got it. Okay, it's working. Jesus Christ. fine now. Oh, no, something's grinding up. Something wrong's grinding up. It's a block. It's fine, I got it. Right, I think we're good. Elevator works, everything's working fine. There's some rain coming in down here. Oh my god, the amount of mobs. I wouldn't come anywhere near the trap sticks. There's so many mobs.
I'm still over at the house cooking the last bit of gold.
Ah, right, okay.
So it's 3 pistons, 3 sticky pistons, and what was the other thing? Other than the glass?
Turntables?
3 of those.
No, not 3 pistons and 3 sticky pistons. We need 3 sticky pistons. Hold on. Oh, shit. Sorry, no, we need... Okay, so we need 6 pistons altogether. So yeah, make them all sticky. But we need piston shovels as well. They're just made out of iron. And we need 3 turntables. And I think that's
Right,
it
so we need
to make the piston
6
packer.
6 pistons, 3 turntables, and then
Yeah.
how many shovels?
3 piston shovels. That should be it. Right, okay. And then this direction we need the yeah, underneath it here. That's weird. The bone half slabs make a dirt noise. Have you noticed that?
When you place them.
I don't know about when you place them, but when you dig them, you need to dig them up with the pick. But when you do dig them up with the pick, they're making a dirt noise. It's very weird. That's crazy. Right, so I've got the 2 channels here that'll take in the slime. Right, I can take these 2 in. Why are you putting half slabs down, by the way? Any particular reason?
I'm not.
Someone has.
Not me, I'm over it.
Oh shit, what was it? Slime and eyes. You're not putting half slabs down. You got to, but
Nope.
you are. You've got to be, because there's half slabs all over the place. These are all half slabs under here.
I don't have any half slabs. I'm not sure I've ever even made bones half slabs.
How was the... Whoever put this floor down used half slabs.
No.
Must have been Helm then, I guess. I've just realised we're digging the floor up and the floor's half slabs. Right, anyway. Just wondering what the hell's going on with the half slabs? Right. So we've got this channel here. Get rid of that. Right, yeah. Then the iron come this way.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm constantly dealing with fallen blocks and it's pissed me off.
Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, it is. Oh. Wait. Is that a water chute from somewhere else? Right, okay, yeah, I see what
It's
you're
right.
saying.
I've taken it from miles away under the water wheel.
Right. Okay, that's... Yeah,
I'm
that's
getting it
cool.
higher, hang on.
Yeah, no, that's good, yeah.
can
Yeah,
probably get it higher.
that's fine. As high as you can here, to be honest. It's all because that's all good. So you can are you taking that water and gonna supply? This
I was
whole
gonna try
thing?
and somehow supply the XP as well. I mean, you might want to come back here and have a look. Well, not that there's any fucking room to breathe. Because I'm under half of the mechanics of the saws and shit. So it's fucking awkward.
Maybe we shouldn't then. Maybe we should just take them further away. I don't want to be worried about getting like cramped because we've got plenty of room. You know what I mean? The world is just massive. There's no need for us to be cramping ourselves up in places like that. Right, anyway, so heavy items will drop.
How's that for height of water? Is that decent?
The height here is fine, yeah. That'll go, because, yeah. That would go around here. And then these need to be... These are water channels as well. These need to be supplied somehow. Yeah, I don't know how. From the back, I guess. Probably take that from around there. Does this go in? Right, so we'll...
I'll find somewhere.
Well, I can take the same water chute. Yeah.
The hard part is taking that water chute and taking the XP away. I'm not sure how to do that.
That dropping on there. Yeah, dropping off here. But not. Oh, that's... Yeah, Oh, shit. This leads straight into the millstone area where all the redstone is. And there's fucking slimes down here. How's the slimes down here? How's the fucking slimes down here? Why is the redstone here? Oh, that was that switch that we abandoned the idea of. That's... okay. That's fine then. Fuck off! Help it. There. There we go. Right. Oh.
You come out here. Don't get rid of this block. Jump over it. Because I've split the water so I can go down the XP thing. Then I've got to block half of this shit up and.
Right. I've also split that water as well though, so it comes down this side as well.
Right, so I got almost 2 stacks of glass, 3 piston shovels, 6 pistons. I grabbed some hoppers and gearboxes and axles just for the fuck of it.
Right.
Anything else?
I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything. But it's the kind of thing where we're not really keeping track of what we need from home right now. We're just trying to build what we can into here. Because it's just an absolute it's a logistical nightmare, that's what it is.
Hopefully I make it back without getting murdered.
Yeah, that would be nice actually. Yeah, don't get murdered. Right.
Right.
Oops. Oh, and obviously, yeah.
Can you just quickly judge my water work? I think I've sorted the XP line. As long as we don't fuck the water around. You might want to take your side bit off as well.
What side?
Where have you taken the water? Were you taking it through here? Through this
No, not taking it through there. I'm taking it around the back so I can floor some things down underneath. The 2.
Where's it? Ah, right. You've just okay. You just blocked it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does that work for the XP? We can take that stream anyway. I've taken it lower so you can go under the oyster stream. Do you know what I mean? We can even take it back on itself if we need to or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I think so.
And then people else wants behind you. Pick them up.
I picked them up there. Fucking
Fuck's sakes.
slimes, man. I picked them right. Okay, cheers for that. I'm gonna put them in a box for now, like. Cause I don't need them right now. We're not finishing that yet. Hi Joey, it's back when you were short on bone blocks. Yeah. Make sure you don't get out of the spawn chunks though. I don't think there's any danger of that. We're well in them. They only spawn on stone or dirt. Do they? They're getting through the system. Because the stores are they're coming. I don't know how they're getting through. Actually, I think there's a water chute that comes off that's coming down and they're flowing through there. I think that's the problem. It won't be a problem once we hook the saws back up and everything starts going down. Anyway, these oysters and strings and scroll wings and stuff, these might not be able to come down yet anyway. Down there. I'm trying to get the water to come down the back of here. And that... Oh! No, you've ruined my water stream by doing that.
Let me have a look.
Wait, what have you done? That doesn't work at all, actually.
Why?
Well, because if this stream gets cut off, which I would like to be able to do, because look what's happening in the millstone room, we now can't cut that off. If it cut this off, well, you'll see what'll happen.
It's gonna go down and not.
It's gonna go down all along, yeah. Oh god, that lighting is annoying as fuck. It's cutting out because there's so many mobs making noise, so that it's just it wouldn't be. Jesus Christ! Right.
Right, I can try and get in the back.
Right.
And see
No,
if
no,
I
I
can
know. What we
split
need to do is that. No, that's not what we need to do because that'll still go down there.
Well, that's going in all three places now.
No,
so...
now it is. But if I block it off, it'll only go down your place.
Is there a way to get it to split off in all three directions correctly?
Yeah, there is.
How much glass have we got?
We do this, and then. Oh no, wait. We have to bring it. Can we bring it around there? Yeah, okay. If we do that, and then that, then it'll split off in all directions.
Oh, and is that going to go through the half slab once we
and
get
that
rid
will
of
go through
that?
the half slab once we get rid of it, yeah. Yeah, keep it.
And is that 100%?
Yeah, it's 100%, yeah.
Nice.
Now my problem here is that it's going down there, so I have to make this lower to go down here as well. It'll go...
Right, I've got the XP and its own nice track behind the light objects track.
You've got the XP in its own...
Yeah, I've got it off to the side now, so we can do whatever.
Right,
we
yeah,
want with the XP.
Okay. That's cool. Right. We've got
This
that.
is just
That has to
insane.
happen. Right. There we go. That'll be fine.
This is
And
gonna be
I-
fucking massive
Yeah, I know.
with
it's
all the
fucking-
piston
it's
shovel
ridiculous.
circuits and.
It's ridiculous. We need to separate these off though as far as we can. So that's. So we've got 2 water chutes under here as well.
What's this
For-
over here going to? Or is this part of the...
That's. No, that flows water underneath these 2 chutes under here. If you come forwards,
Alright.
you see these 2 chutes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that does. And you can see the signs what's going to go down those chutes. Then the iron's going to come round here, so we need to get rid of this ladder. Put that block in. Put that block in. There. Iron will go down here. Okay. We need to.
So far, so good.
I think we need to get rid of the staircase and put a ladder in its place so it's just less out of the way because this is getting in the way now. Even a ladder is going to be a bit of annoyance, but we need to be able to get up there. So. Right, there we go. Alright, so that staircase is out of the way. Right, so, yeah, so with these chutes here, you know what I mean? Like, there's not room for that one, so we have to kind of...
Well, we can take that one. Hang on, which one?
Well, this one, the oysters, warts, strings and scrolls. We might need to move that down here a bit.
Well,
we want
we
to
could
spread them out a
take-
bit because it's just it's gonna get ridiculous. Remember this middle chute here.
Well, we could take these ones, these 3, off to the side. Like, well, hang on.
I don't want to take them towards the millstones if I can help it, but we are gonna have to do something like that. But this middle one here, the slimes and the eyes. No, sorry. Wait. No, never mind. Never mind. Ignore me. These aren't going to get processed anymore. The iron's obviously going to go to a crucible, but these 2 chutes here can't be separated. Slimes and eyes will be together, and nitrate will be on its own. So these just have to be like rerouted somewhere. So what we can do is we need to get rid of these 2 boxes. So let's
I'm working on that right now.
Oh yeah.
Way ahead of you.
No, add on. Which 2 boxes are you looking at? These ones are. Yeah, we need to get rid of them. Okay, brilliant. Well, that's good. So, the iron will go along here. So what we'll do is we'll take these 3 chutes out through that wall, and then we'll bring them around. Oh shit! I just picked up your crap, haven't I? Oh, for fuck's sake.
We'll take these 3 chutes and what?
We'll anywhere. We'll just take them away because we can deal with them later. So these
To be
3
honest,
chutes,
the,
these 3 chutes are finished. They need to go away somewhere. So what we'll do is we'll turn.
I mean, to be honest with you, the best place would be towards the millstone area.
There. So
How far can we go through the wall? Let's just start digging and see.
through the millstone area.
Just that direction, generally speaking.
Not very far at all, actually. I mean, hey, I tell you what. I mean, no, that's not a good idea at all. No, that's not a good idea. Why did I suggest that? There was a staircase there. We'll have to get rid of that.
That's just the old. Yeah, that's just the old. Line, just whatever.
Right. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Exactly.
I've just dug through now.
Yeah.
We've got. I mean,
No,
got-
that's not a problem. It's not a problem. We don't need to go through there. We just need to move this.
Can you give a shit about anything in this box? Nitro, eyes, or string right
No,
now?
we're gonna get so much more. Just dump them somewhere. It's really not a problem. Right, so this can go down here. This can go into there. That can go into there for now. Oops. Oh shit. Right, that. There's no reason why that has to go down low. That can stay up like that. Right. Oh. Oh, right, yeah. So is that the wall?
Yeah, we can't go through those bones.
Oh god, we really can't go through them. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we'll bring that out a bit more then. As we take that through there. So that'll have to come through here.
I'm just finding the exact boundary, just so we know.
No, that's good. No, no, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
I also happen to have hit the water channel over here.
Which
Although
water
that's
channel?
probably not any use. The one that goes
Elevator.
down to the
All
two
right.
millstones on the left.
Well, that's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, we're going to do another water channel down here. I'm sure we'll be able to make use of it. Definitely. What's all this? The stack? Oh, right, that's something else, isn't it? Right. Right. So yeah, so these water chutes here, these are just being extended down to, you know, just that can be turned there. That can be turned that way. There we go. And then the iron can why not keep the item flow unfiltered for a little bit to move away from everything before you start filtering? Aye. It's not a bad idea, actually. Maybe we should do that. Actually, no, that's not too bad now. No, aye, so now...
The most helpful thing would be to take all the heavy items further away in one channel.
Well, I don't think we need to do that, to be honest. I think, now that we've split them like this is fine. This is okay. You know, we've done it. The rest of them...
What about the light shit?
The rest of them should be brought further away. I think we should start splitting them down here somewhere.
Where are we gonna
away from
Where
that.
are we gonna take this one?
Which one?
At the back is the oysters warts.
We're
shit.
not. We're gonna fill that in.
Oh, so we're just gonna take all light stuff down to here
Yeah,
and then
basically.
start the shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to get rid of that now?
Yeah. Right. So just so we're all clear.
Got no bones. I've got none left.
You got no bones. What do you mean? Why do you want bones?
Bone blocks.
Oh, bone blocks.
Bone blocks,
Right.
just-
Yeah. Oh shit. Of course the trap's not producing any other. That ain't good. I've got 30 left.
And when we've got like 3 stacks of slime.
Yeah. Might just have to use that and just use cobble, I suppose. Great. Oh, I got a great. Okay. So what we'll do is I don't even want to separate them here. I think I'd rather take them down another.
But
another
FYI,
notch.
the XP's down here.
The XP's down where?
Down here. That's the water right there.
The XP's coming to here.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
So
we'll
whatever.
we'll have to we'll see about that. We'll deal with that after. But the XP's on that side. We'll keep the items on this side and we'll have the XP over there or something. We'll deal with that later. When I keep the oh, but yeah, we could go back to bone slabs. Build everything out of bone slabs instead of blocks. Right.
I'm just gonna start digging away.
Well, yeah, we're gonna need to. Because the next lot, when we separate them off, we're separating oysters, warts, strings, scrolls, and wings. Okay, through a grate. And then after that, the strings, scrolls, and wings will go to a box at the end. That'll be them done. They'll be filtered. But the oysters and the warts will go to the first piston shovel. You'll have to put the slats through. So you'll have a grate. You know where where I just hammered that box up. We'll put a box here with a grate. So like, I don't know if this will be where it ends up. Okay. And then off that, we're going to have another box with slats. And then after that, we're going to have a piston shovel. And then more boxes. Fucking hell, this is a nightmare. We need a couple of water chutes. It would be nice to get that water to flow. It's going down there. Oops. No. Can we... It's going down there. Nice if we can get it so it... Right, let's put that there. Oh, fucking hell.
All the water's gone.
I know, I've done it. I've blocked it off for now. I want a water chute down the back. Like a reliable water chute. Somewhere that we can draw off. That's what we need.
What about off the back of the water wheel? Far side.
Hold on, just give us a second. We've got a water chute here. We just need to take it further along. I think where the XP has gone isn't. We can use that one. So along here or something. So.
Hang on. What are you doing?
I'm making better use of this water chute from here. Just give us 1 second.
Well, you can take another chute off you now because it's above our heads.
Is it?
Ah, it comes from the direction I'm looking right now. It comes from like up that direction, all the way from the water wheel, basically.
Can you bring?
It's hard to see.
Can you? I know it is. Can you bring another chute so it comes down here like this?
Do you have to fill that in?
Hold on a second.
What is this? Oh, that's XP.
That's all of this. Hold on a second. The XP. It's coming through there. Let's have a look at the right. That wants to fill up there.
That's going to be problematic for the water, taking the XP away.
Yeah, we'll deal with that. I'm just trying to see it. Got the XP there. That's going to flow into there. That water flows through here. This water chute's going to flow through here. I'm thinking. What am I thinking? Still we've got no room there. I'm thinking we don't take the XP here.
Take it
Further down.
Yeah, further.
I say further down a little bit. Yeah. That's what I reckon. We just don't want to wait. We're just having issues. So I'm gonna fill this hole up.
keep in mind we've got all good water behind there, and we still need to put in all the gearboxes and axles and shit. Especially for a power.
Well, why don't we dig out the back? Why don't we dig out behind here then? Because we're gonna have to put axles and shit in. We've got we've got power here. We've got mechanical power coming out the front here, so that's not really much of a problem. Oh, hello. That's something.
I took that water as high as I could as well. It's probably safe to.
Oops. I'm gonna go back up there and I'm gonna see where that's coming from.
You can take it at the back, yeah.
Just looks like
If
it's
you come-
coming from somewhere. Right, I see this. I see where you are. Okay. Got water out. Yeah, okay. All those mobs though. Jesus. Oh shit! Oh my god, I just got a shock when I went down the stairs. I wasn't expecting to drop. Right. Yeah. Okay. Right, and that goes down where?
That just funnels towards the heavy stream.
Right. Right, let's just block that off for now. So that goes right, okay, towards there. Right, I see what it's doing now. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Yeah. Yeah. Block that off. Get rid of this. See, this can. Nitro can come out there, which is right. Yeah. This is where the water's flowing over, and we've got the water come from here. Yeah, okay, so that water will go there and here, I think. Will it go both ways?
So we can just.
It's not going both ways now, is it? No. Right, okay, that's fine, but we can work with that.
Where are you fancying the XP from then?
I'm not thinking about it right now. I want a water flow. That's what I want right now. I'm just gonna deal with that. So we need oh god, it's weird. Right, and
Oh, it's kind of all wonky. I just removed these. It was like that. Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. So we've got to. Well, we don't need it coming down here now, really.
If you're not worried about the XP,
Although
that's
actually-
all this was for.
No, we'll keep this though because we might need this, and then we'll have another one down the back. So that obviously doesn't want to go
Just to
there.
use later, yeah. Bring it down for all.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
shit.
Yeah. Oh fuck me, torches have gone out. Right. So yeah. So we've got 2 water chutes here, which is nice. I want to know what happens if I go up and do that, and then all the water goes, and then if I break it, does the water go down there as well? It isn't, is it? Right. It's coming down here.
Sticks, do you want a job?
Sure.
This wall. Start just destroying this in this direction, because these channels are going to be all going in this direction.
How wide? Give me a left and a right.
Basically, basically the size of the room. This whole wall needs to be going back really.
There.
All these channels are going in this
There,
direction, so
right.
the ultimate collection room is going to be in this direction.
We've got 2
Just
water
much
chutes.
lower down.
So from like here to...
Yeah, to like here or something. I mean, we might end up going, you know, even wider, but...
Right, so we've got 2 water chutes. 2 separate water chutes here, which is great. Right. And we want to have that going there. We've got these going around, and they are as tight as I want to make them. Don't want them any tighter than that. These two chutes are going to go right to the end, the collection at the end. So that these are done, you know. The iron's obviously going to get filtered through a crucible, and that little hopper selection
And that
system
crucible
thing.
can be at the end, so these 3 channels basically going to the end.
Basically, yeah, pretty much. And then we've got
Now we've got a decent amount of room.
yeah, so should we separate these ones off here? Have we got the room to do that? We can take them further away. We can separate them. These ones are the oysters, the warts, the string, the scrolls, and the wings. Bearing in mind, after this is filtered, the strings, the scrolls, and the wings will go on to the end, but we'll have slats which will separate off and go somewhere else to a piston shovel. Yeah, what we could arguably do is we could have that this water chute here is going to be, well, not useless, but yeah, for now it's not going to be of any use. Okay, let's just hoist some blocks down. So this could come. This is a difficult thing to do.
Just actually might want to start sort of generally going down now, because all this shit's just going to get lower and lower over.
Yeah, it is going to get lower.
Aye. Yeah, trying to avoid these channels.
You just said go down.
No, but I mean, like through this wall down. Do you know what I mean? Like, just maybe from now on, just start getting a bit lower. But these are the actual finished water channels, so we can't fuck with these.
No, man.
What's going on here?
Yeah, you did that. That wouldn't win.
Yeah, I'm doing shit. I'm ruining it. Oops. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, God. Fuck. Right, so that. Go there.
This is the great one, yeah.
This is the great one, yeah. So this would turn on itself. Oh, but that's not going to work because this needs to come down as well, so it's not enough. Oh, that's the, yeah, okay. Alright, okay, so we'll block that. Sack that whole idea off.
How high is the water above this hopper?
Not just, it's right there.
Alright, yeah, it's enough to come over the edge.
Yeah. Right, okay. Yeah, it is enough to come over the edge. It needs, yeah. Right.
Are we going to start taking channels inwards towards the heavy channels?
Inwards
Just
towards the heavy channels? Yeah,
like
well,
in this direction.
yeah.
Maybe
kinda.
maybe one or two things, I don't know.
What are these? Oh, right, so yeah, no, these chutes need to go further away. They need to go further in that direction because we need this space here.
In that case,
because we need to build a piston shovel for some of this. So this is going to come down. It needs to come out here. So if I build this up slightly.
Well, how far? Oh, we can't go that far over here though. Look.
Well, this is basically the edge, so we can.
Like 2 more.
I'm trying to dig through just to see how far we can.
What are these bone blocks? Are these?
Yeah, but we can't go through there. That's like I put those there because the circuitry of the other room is right there on the other.
So this is
right
here to this one.
Okay, so this.
Have you changed that, or is that what it was?
It was coming down this way.
Just to make the most of the room. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Right, so these drop through here. This comes down. We need to go through this wall as well, by the way. Like, if you want somewhere to dig, this is it. Where I am. Oh,
right,
fuck,
okay.
these torches have gone. Torches keep getting put out. I'm carrying too much stuff on us. I've got gearboxes and shit. I just don't need them right now. I'm going to put them back in the box. I'll keep the signs. Don't need the flesh blocks right now. Don't need the grate. Shit. Don't need the portions of strength. I mean, this is stupid. Right, put that there. Put that in there. I'm going to empty my pockets of everything I just don't need right now because I'm building, and I've got like iron ingots on us. I've got me rotten arrows, me water bucket, me piles of soul sand, me strength of potions, and it's like I just don't need them. Right. Nope. Right. Okay. I'm coming back. Right. So this wall here, basically where I am.
Aye.
We need to go in this direction. Sticks, you see us? Is he AFK?
I think so.
Yeah. Right, so yeah, we need to go in that direction. So, we've got the... water that will come off there. There it goes. That'll go in there. Right, this one comes down here. This one is the...
Just so you're aware, we have all this space. This corner here. All the heavy stuff goes in this direction now, safely.
Right. Great, yeah, that's what we wanted, yeah.
So now you know the boundary inside, anyway.
Yeah. Good, okay, so this water chute here is not actually going to be useless after all. Which is good because it's going to wash underneath here. So this... Oh no, that's not right. This would have to... Oh, and it's light. So it needs to flow further. Ooh, right, okay, so that... How we're going to do this? It's to go down further. Right, and... Which means that that can get blocked off. There. And here, which is probably going to be here where it wants to go. Oh, put the hoppers away. Have I put the hoppers away? Or did I run out of hoppers? We need more hoppers, I think. Oh, no we don't. Got plenty. Right, so need another hopper. Oh, remember, we need to hook all this up with mechanical power as well. All these hoppers need to be mechanical powered.
Yeah.
Now, I really don't care about how for the mechanical power in front of the hoppers and all that stuff. I don't care how this looks. I just want it to work. Because we're never really going to be coming in here. generally, other than just to marvel at our work. Yeah, so just thinking if I do, if I go, there like that. That's weird. Right, so this would be oysters. So wasn't it just thunder and lightning? Like 10 minutes ago.
Who knows?
Scrolls, wings. Right.
What's
they'll
the
come
actual
through
filter
here.
for that one?
The filter for that one will be a grate. I put one up in the box up there because I was sick of carrying it around on us. Right, and then we'll put that down there. We'll put this. Here. Bring a slats as well. Bring slats.
Oh my god, the entire trap is just more
Yeah, I know.
mob than trap.
I know. Right, oysters. Warts.
Hang on, right, so slats, grates, trapped. I'm just gonna bring it all, fuck it.
No, well, you fill your inventory. You need one grate and one slats. That's it for now. We're gonna be, this is gonna take a while, so I wouldn't worry about bringing
This is
everything
great.
right now. That's the grate, and this is the slats. Yeah. Right, that needs to be thingied. Yeah, and that needs.
So what's this one? What's this water channel?
This water's gonna wash underneath here. This one.
Ah, of course.
Yeah. Aye. And go this way. And it's going to. Yeah. Oh, you've done it. Right, great. Okay, yeah. So that comes straight under there. So this is gonna go. This one's gonna go to a piston shovel. I'll just put a sign here right now.
So what's
Piston
in this
shovel.
channel here?
Shovel. Oh, piston shovel. Yeah. Oysters and I've said what goes through the thing. So oysters and warts will go through here. This channel continues on with no, wait a minute. Not slats. That's right. This one continues on with the string, the scrolls, and the wings in it.
Is that all?
Yes. So what we'll do is this channel will take it to
What
join.
happened to like bottles and shit?
They're on the main. They're on the main track still. This is a offshoot of
So
the main track.
they're up here and off the side, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I see.
So that can go up there. Yeah. So.
I mean, I've put that wall there just to show the boundary line, but because you're so much higher than this, I suppose you could just go over the top of it.
Don't want to go over the top of it if I can help it, really. I'd rather just go next to things. So I see it, and I'll go around it. Like that. If that's right. Yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah, so that'll go there. This one will go to a piston shovel.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, that was close by, wasn't it?
Open on the trap.
Right here, sticks. If you wanna, are you going up the trap? Well, I don't think it's anything that can be destroyed around here. No, I'm just saying, like, dig this here, this wall. Just take it away. Just dig it out. All of this around here. Don't go up. Go down. All around here. All this needs to come out. All below here. Don't disrupt the water, obviously, but just all of these blocks around here kind of need to go. Oh shit!
Sorry, I was doing something. Which ones?
All these basically we're digging in this direction. So this whole chunk of what you can see the water here and where it's going. Where I am, we need to go in this direction through this wall, so it all needs to come away. Don't go any higher, go lower. And then, yeah. Good, right, so that really is just as low as, it's got to go that low, isn't it? Right. Under there, to the piston shovel, but we need another. Fucking hell, look all the water we need. Right. So the piston shovel is then going to go even lower. Wait a minute.
This is the stream that's getting piston shoveled, isn't it?
Yes.
How far over are we?
Fucking. This is going to be a nightmare to build. Just keep going around this whole area. I mean, all around here. We just want it all digging away. Really, we want a clear area, digging out all the way all around here, and down beneath your feet as well. All this kind of stuff needs to go. Right. So piston shovel here, but not obviously right here. So we need to leave the space for it. Should we get the rough layout of everywhere? We have to, don't we? We have to get the rough layout of where everything's going before we start putting in any kind of machines.
How do we, once we piston shovel the oysters and the, was it warts?
Yeah.
And,
I
do we get
don't know how we do it properly. I mean, it might be a massive job because
the blocks, I mean, the little machine up there, the blocks just fall down into a hopper, don't they? And then we just loot the hopper.
What machine?
The machine,
Yeah.
the packing machine.
Right, so up there, all you need to take from up there is how the machine actually works. So there's two sticky pistons, and they're on a turntable, okay? So the turntable has one torch on it, and it spins around the four rotations, okay?
Yeah.
On one rotation, say on the north rotation, right? If you're looking down at the turntable, when the torch is pointing north, that activates one of the pistons, okay? And then when it rotates to the east, it deactivates that piston. And then when it rotates to the south, it activates the other piston. And then when it moves to the west, it deactivates that piston. And then it goes over and over and over, okay? So first piston moves in, then it moves out. Next piston moves in, then it moves out. And that's how it works over and over again, okay? Now the first piston doesn't have anything attached. It's a sticky piston, but doesn't have anything attached to it. And the second piston has the piston shovel attached to it. So what the first piston does, it pushes into the hole where the items are, right? And it forms an airtight seal, which creates a block. And then what it does is it pulls that block back out. And then the piston shovel pushes in and digs that block up. And then that's how it works, okay? So it's simple up there.
And when it digs it up, does it just fall on the spot as a block?
It falls on the spot as a block.
Item, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
as an item as a block item, basically.
And then we just got a hopper underneath that. Is that
Yes.
all that is upstairs?
Yeah, that's all
Right.
that is. Right, so here's slightly different. Because here, we've got to contend with the idea that there's not always going to be the items in there to make a full block, if that makes sense. So in there, at some point, you're going to have 5 oysters. 5 oysters doesn't make a block. You need 9. So I don't know how we're going to deal with. I don't know how we deal with that, and I don't know if we can, in order to separate them. I don't. We might need to do some kind of fancy stuff, where.
We might want to test. Might want to make a
I
piston
know.
shovel thing somewhere else.
Because what we might have to do is, and this would be quite a big job in itself. But we might have to set it so that the items flow through a hopper first, which can be turned on and off. And so what will happen is part of the piston shovel circuit, it'll turn off that hopper so it doesn't let any items through. And then after a certain delay, it'll pull another piston out, which lets the items come on. Oh god!
Do you remember your old solar and bottling factory? And it lets the hoppers let specifically 8 out or whatever it was to make a Can't we just do that? Let 9 out.
No,
whatever.
because you can only do it with 8.
Can we not retime that for 9? I mean, why?
Well, I know, but you can't. No, you can't.
Oh, there's got to be a way to turn 8 into 9.
No.
With a bit of circuitry.
Nah. No, you can't. I'm telling you.
Well, that literally has to be. You can do everything in Minecraft.
That 8 coming out of the hopper. I mean, remember, you can do everything in Minecraft, but then this is better than wolves. So that 8 thing, it's taken advantage of a shortened redstone pulse, and it shortens the redstone pulse to the shortest pulse that it can do without the shortest reliable pulse, because redstone's a little bit finicky. So you could make the pulse slightly shorter, but then it wouldn't activate all the time. It gets a little bit buggy. So I've tested this with glowstone lamps. If you make the pulse any shorter than what it is to get 8 out of the thing.
All right. So what's the lowest number that 8 goes into 9? Is it 72? Can't we release 9 lots of 8 and then block 8 times in one go somehow? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's a big job. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's a big job and will require a fair amount of testing. And even then might not be reliable. Just look at the millstones. They only deliver 59 wheat.
Even then, where do the warts go? How do we separate the block oyster items
Well,
from the warts in the same spot?
When they get packed, the warts will just be in amongst it. And then once
right, different filter.
And then once they move on, the warts will go through like a ladder, and the blocks won't because they're blocks.
Right. Okay. So
that's how we've got that after.
So everything's going to fall into a powered hopper basically, and then we've got another stream where we then split them apart. I see.
Everything's gonna what? There's a few ways we can potentially do it. If we want to get an efficient piston shoveling thing with no items left over, then that's the kind of thing that has to be built in creative first, because you need to experiment.
I'm just thinking, we don't need to be efficient. The fucking oysters, we end up with like 50 million anyway. How often do we need oysters anyway? You know what I mean? We can lose a bunch while making a few
It's not about losing them though, because we won't lose any. What will happen is we'll end up with them in with the warts. Right. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. And I'm trying to think.
I mean, maybe we should just accept that oysters and warts are going together. The end chest, we can just put a template, half warts, half oysters.
That's the other thing. I mean, the reason we'd be splitting them is for our own vanity to say, hey, look at what we did. Technically, you don't need to split anything up. I mean, look at the trap, what it was before we made these changes tonight. That was workable. You can deal with that. You know what I mean? Because those hoppers, when they fill up with oysters, you're never going to need more than a hopper full of oysters. You're just not. Unless you turn them into blocks. You know, like the bone blocks, for instance, I really would like them separated and getting made into blocks. They are useful. But then again, so are the arrows, you know. But again, I'm not going to be that precious if a few bones slip through the cracks and go in with the arrows. It's not going to really bother us that much. But
well, the thing is, we could.
You need a non-multiple of 9 number of items in the hopper. Oh, yeah. You might have a non-multiple of 9 number of items in the hopper. Yeah, true. So you have a few extra items in the end anyway. I don't think we're going to get rid. Well, I think it's possible. I think we could build a reliable thing that would let through. I mean, maybe that would let through a multiple of 9. Not like. Sorry.
So are you talking about putting them through a piston packer after they've been collected and turning them into blocks?
Yeah, that's what we're doing here. We've got oysters and warts in this water chute here. And we're talking about making the oysters into blocks.
Right.
And then having the warts. Now, what I'm thinking is that even though we're going to have some oysters and some warts together, I still think it might be worth having the piston shovel to turn the oysters into blocks, because oyster blocks can be stored in 6 stacks of 64, but oysters can only be stacked in 16. So if you think about it like that, it's still worth having the piston shovel here, and just accept that a few of the oysters are going to slip through the cracks. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, you have so many blocks, it wouldn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly. So
The thing is, same with the bones. It doesn't matter if a few slip through the cracks, because through templating of the final chest, you can just fill it up with 1 wart in each slot.
So yeah, and so the oysters would just vanish. You would vanish, wouldn't they? That's a good. I've just come to that realization as you said it. Actually, yeah. So those blocks would be separated off, but then the result. Yeah, I know.
They would just die. Yeah.
Of course they will. Yeah. I mean, it's not elegant, but there's nothing about this that's elegant really right now. If you turn around and look at it, it's filth. So I'll see what we do with that. So we'll have this. We'll make the piston shovel here. We'll have this area kind of like.
Oh, we've got quite a bit of decent space here.
Yeah, but we might need more. I mean, it's a piston shovel. I mean, we need enough space for a turntable and all that stuff. Then that's another thing. I don't know how we're gonna do it. How we're gonna do it so that it can stop in a place to be packed and then move on once it's been packed. You know what I mean? Like, how's that gonna work?
Well, aren't we just gonna all put it in a? I mean, imagine our packer upstairs, and the end hopper's powered rather than station, so everything will pass through to another stream entirely. Do you know what I mean?
Shit.
Although I don't
Sorry,
know how it
say
works.
that again. What did you say? I'm just trying to think something through, but say that again.
Well, the packer upstairs, it ends in like a stationary hopper, but what if that hopper is powered and then it passes through to another stream where we then...
Because if the hopper's powered, as the items fall onto it, they'll just go through anyway. They'll not wait to be packed. That's the problem.
And there's no way to have just the bones, flesh, and voices coming through at the end into one packer, right?
Nah. No, there's not. Bones. There's all more. There's no way that can happen. What we've done basically, Sticks, is we've split them off in 3 sections. So if you forget about the heavy stuff, that's sorted. We've taken care of that. That's what those chutes are for on the side. The light items, we've had to split them into 3 categories to be split accordingly. So you've got oysters, warts, strings, scrolls, and wings, which is what we're doing on now. And while we're doing these have split off from the main chute. So up here is the main chute. Yeah. And so all the ones I've just said, these ones that are on this sign here, they'll go through this hopper and they'll come down here.
Right.
And then the oysters and the warts will go down in this hopper. And then that's what we're left with here. So we'll have oysters and warts here. This chute will have strings, scrolls and wings. And we can't split them off from each other. They're going to be together. And then that's it for this offshoot, right? But along the top here, that didn't go through this hopper, is everything else. So we've got along this chute, along the top here, where if I can get through. As we go along this chute here, we're going to have bones, arrows, shafts, flesh, portions, bows and heads still. And so as this gets further along, we're going to split those off as well. So what we'll do next is we'll split bones, arrows and shafts off from the rest of them, which is what we're going to do through a filter. And then we'll have to deal with them accordingly down their own chute. And then at the end, we're left with the flesh, the portions, the bows, which we separate in a different ways. It's just a massive job, but as long as we have enough space to do it, then we're good. So basically, as far as I'm concerned, this section's done for now. We need the piston shovel there, but I think we should come back to that at a later date. That's another night where building that piston shovel is a night. That's a stream, basically, I reckon. Because there's gonna be a lot of experimenting and all this shit.
I'm looking at the packer right now. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm looking at the packer. I can't explain it without you being here and looking at the same thing, but powering the final hopper is fine. But that would leave the problem of what's just sitting there on a dry block never moving. But I'm pretty sure we can have a water channel that goes straight behind the piston shovel and it would be fine.
Behind the piston shovel?
I'd need you to come up here and have a look.
Right.
Imagine there was a water channel going from right to left under the oak plank. Do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
When you turn this shit on, it's too fast for the water to come towards us, I think. If that makes sense. And it packs fast enough that even with a water channel there...
Yeah, but that's not... It's not packed.
Yeah, Styx is right. I knew what Styx was going to say there. You can't have a water channel.
That dirt there,
yeah, so that dirt there on that space has to be completely enclosed because that's how it packs.
You need that.
Yeah, you see, yeah, that's right. So if you pull that lever and pull that thing back, it will not pack any blocks because it needs to be airtight there. That's the whole idea of hardcore packing. You're compressing the items down so that they make the compressed item. So obviously you've got piles of dirt, it'll make dirt. You've got dirt blocks, it'll make packed earth. It's because the idea is that you're compressing the item into a small block size, and it makes it into a thing.
Packed earth, because I did put dirt blocks in. It didn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything right there. But if you pull the lever down, it'll pack them.
Oh, well.
No, wait. How many did you put in?
Oh, how many do you need? I put in like half a stack.
Oh, of dirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, dirt doesn't do anything. That's already been packed. You need to put in loose dirt. If you put in blocks of loose dirt, it'll make packed earth. No, it'll make packed earth.
Yeah, cool.
If you put piles of dirt in, it'll make dirt.
Floaty dirt.
Sorry?
Floaty dirt.
Yeah, floaty dirt. Yeah. Yeah, make floaty dirt.
Well, I've got no idea how to do this then. If that water idea got shut down. I don't know how this is supposed to work.
It is, I mean, Fiendel says the thing. I mean, one of the points to consider is the fact that, yeah, that the shovel and the piston are over this hopper here, which is one block away from where the water could be. So, what you'd have to end up doing, I think, arguably, is having a system that lets a few items through, so that the hopper, so the few items, basically the items where they are now, like the what is it, the oysters and the warts, on that water chute. Okay, forget about everything else. That water chute, right? We've got warts and we've got oysters coming down it. They're going to have to go into an unfiltered hopper, right? It's powered, and they fall straight through it, right? But that hopper, it's going to have to be able to be turned off, right? Blocked, right? What? So
like this one here, like the top hopper.
Yeah, like this top hopper. So well, no, not maybe.
Imagine that was
similar design, maybe So that would, I mean, maybe it doesn't need to be turned off. Maybe it just needs to have a block come from underneath it, like what's happening there. And so that'll be topped off. So obviously the items are still coming down from the trap, and they're filling up this hopper on the top, right?
Right.
This hopper's getting filled up. Obviously, the trap's going to be so productive. This hopper's getting filled and filled and filled. So every now and then, like on a turntable, we'll have a turntable going around, and it'll unblock this hopper for like a 2 seconds or something, and then it brings it back. And then when it brings it back, but the piston, the packer is going the whole time. It's going the whole time. It's it's going the whole time, right? And then when the hopper is blocked, we'll have water that flows onto that block. So that block under there where the dirt blocks are, if we don't have water flowing onto it, then obviously all of the warts are going to despawn. How are we going to do that?
Well, in my incorrect head. Alright, catch you later.
Alright, see you later.
In my mind, I thought of having a really delayed other piston that pulls that block away. But I mean, I don't know how that would factor into everything else. Like the you know what I mean, the block on the bottom of where everything gets packed, where everything falls in the first place. Somehow removing that and letting shit fall down into a stream of water, but slowly, obviously. But I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
Just a way of getting the items out of there.
Aye, so if you imagine a turntable going around, so if you have one torch on the turntable, and so like I can't remember what the longest delay is. I think it's 2 seconds or something. 1, 2, 3, and then it moves. I can't remember if it's 2 or whatever. So like every you know, I think it's 6. I think the highest delay. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Tozy, but the highest delayed turntable takes 16 seconds to do a rotation. I think it's 4 seconds per thing. If you have it on the highest delay, it adds a second each time. And so, say it is until, 16 seconds. Okay, right. So, you can have one torch on that turntable, and then it turns. So, you'll have it for 4 seconds. So, it's closed for 12 seconds, right? And then for 4 seconds, it's open. And it essentially empties itself out. Because 4 seconds would probably empty the hopper of whatever's in it, right? And then it closes again. And meanwhile, this piston pack is going the whole time. And it's packing away. And then 12 seconds. And then when the 4... shit. That thing... shit. When that comes...
Are you trying to time the release of the bottom block with the closing of this?
I don't know what I'm trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out a way of getting the... Once it's packed... Once that opens up... Once this opens up, it's letting things...
fall down.
Yeah. That things fall down. Just open the bottom block of the same clock. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That block there, where the things are going to be sitting on, could be attached to a piston as well. That
That's
gets
what I was
pulled
saying
open,
earlier.
and then the items drop down. But the question is would that work? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And when would the piston be pulled? Would the piston be pulled one rotation before the top one's pulled open? So say you have, Obviously, you've got 16 seconds. 12 seconds where this is closed. 4 seconds where it's open. But in the 4 seconds before this one opens, you open the bottom one to let the rest of the items through.
So for
So you're
two
packing
full,
some oysters.
for 2 delays, it's packing.
Yeah. So for 8
Then
seconds,
then it releases the.
for 8 seconds,
shit.
it's packing, right?
Yeah.
And it can pack a block every second. So you can pack 8 blocks per segment, if that makes sense.
So hang on, you wanted to pack for 8 seconds, then
Wait,
release the
it's a
warts for
base
4
3.
seconds.
Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, or 4 seconds per rotation. Yeah, you need a dedicated time to take the block items out. It's a base 3 system, not 2. Drop, pack, then take out. Drop, pack, then take out. I don't know what you mean by that, actually. And yeah, you could add in a second turntable to give it more time. That's another thing as well. That's another option. So you can chain turntables together to make a longer timer. Did you know that?
Well, yeah, because it has to yeah.
Yeah. So you'd have one turntable with a torch on the side that activates the gearbox that's attached to another turntable.
Aye.
If that makes sense.
But was your idea pack for 8 seconds, then release all the warts into like a stream for 4 seconds, and then
close
move the block back and then drop new items?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
basically.
8 seconds packing, 4 seconds release the warts, and then 4 seconds releasing up new items.
Yeah, it's something that would
4.
need thinking. I had an idea tonight of if we wanted to do some co-op creative testing, we could do it on the server and I could teleport us to like 200,000 blocks away, and we could go into creative and just have a bit of a mess around. Because there's some of these things that I need to mess around. I think we need to go into creative and test. But aye, but I mean that might be something for another night, really. But you can see like that might take a fair bit of space up, you know, and it'll need a couple of water chutes. You know what I mean? You can probably imagine it now that we've discussed it a bit.
One water chute for the packed shit and another for the warts. Yeah.
I'll try calling coffee. Sorry, give us a second. Right. Right. Say that again. I'm back.
I don't know what I said.
Oh. Okay. Right. Well, yeah. This is going to require some experimentation, I think. So I mean, we can. What do you want to do? Do you want to continue with? I mean, it's 12:30 now. So
I've got to go.
Right. Okay. Right. Well, we got a fair bit done tonight with separating some of it out. I mean, this is done for now, and then we'll take the rest of it. What we'll do is we'll take the rest of it a fair way along, to like here or something. So we've got enough room down there to build a piston packer. Even if we have to, I mean, we can bring that chute around to here anyway, so we've got enough room there, and take them another direction. I don't know, where's that? That doesn't want to go that way, really. That wants to go off with that. Through there.
Right, but what you described sounds like the way to go. Packing for most of the time of a turntable.
It sounds like
release the warts for a very, very short time.
It sounds like along the right lines, but I don't think it'll be that simple. I think we'll hit a snag there somewhere. Right, gonna repost this to be sure. Technically, what? I don't know. You could probably add in a second turntable if necessary, but packing will be the longest segment. It will take no time to insert and even less to remove. Matos is saying, technically I think you can detect when a block is formed in the packer, since it makes a full block. You can point a repeater towards it and use redstone. When there's a block, it transfers to the redstone signal. When there's no block, the signal is off. Yeah. Aye, that's yeah. Aye, that I know that. We could. I mean, mixing redstone right in the mix, putting redstone right in the mix there is could be messy. Anyway, if you have a repeater pointed directly into a block, and it's powered, it powers that block, so that block then transmits redstone. So if you put some redstone next to that block, it'll power the redstone. So using that method, you can then thingy. But where would maybe Findel has a point actually? Where would you put the repeater? Because I see what you're saying there now, Findel. You need to the whole thing needs to be fully enclosed. Yeah. Whole thing needs to be fully. So you pull the block formed with a sticky piston. You move that block away from the sticky piston. And at the end you have your shovel. So you pull the block formed with a sticky piston. You move that block away from the sticky piston. And at the end you have your shovel. And you detect it at the point where the block would meet the shovel. Right, okay. What, so you'd pull it out with the piston. So it would in this gap it would be formed. And then you pull it out with the piston, and then another piston pulls it out another way. And then the shovel digs it up. Is that what you're saying? Jesus, it's fucking a nightmare. Yeah, okay. I think that's the night. I think that's the stream for tonight then. And I'm probably gonna hop on creative and see if I can get something, cobble something together. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. Anyway, right, yeah, I think I'll call it a night there then, guys. So thanks for joining us. And we'll be back on Monday. Sticks is off for a couple of weeks, I think. Starting Monday because of his house move. So yeah. But I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Actually,
this trap is mental.
I know. I'm just thinking. I've just realised about the trap. Do we want to? What do we want to do? There's no point in restarting it because.
As soon as we all log off, they'll disappear. So it's all good.
Yeah. Do they?
Let's go. Yeah. If no one's online, then the server just.
Yeah. I think they stay for a little while. I want to see.
Doesn't
how
everything
many there
unload,
are.
even at spawn, when there's no one on the server?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think that's quite deep in terms of mobs.
I think there's a yeah. I want to go in creative and go in there. I want to see how many there are. They might not despawn in the spawn chunks though. No, I think they do. I think the spawn chunks become unloaded when there's no one on the server.
You could just turn the server off.
Oh,
Stop
yeah.
the server.
I could, but I'm not going to do that. That's crazy. You want all those juicy mobs. Well, let's log off. For about 20 seconds. See what happens. Just alright, give it 20 seconds. Well, keep that. Obviously, I've noted that down. I'll keep all those notes there. Right, log back in. Oh, they're still there, baby. They're all still there.
I've just got like a timer.
It might have a timer. But But mobs holding items don't despawn though. But Jose figured that out. He discovered that, so any mobs in there holding items aren't gonna go. Shall we release them just for shits and giggles?
I mean,
Block it
I
up.
feel you can get rid of the fucking blocks. Oh, as well, when I put those there, I had to get rid of one row of the oak slabs on the roof. It's kind of annoying.
Right.
But that shouldn't be a big problem. We can replace them later.
Yeah. Right. Then we'll do this. Alright, are you ready?
Sure.
Ah! Ooh! Ooh, it's happening! Look at them all!
Where are all these items going?
Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Well, actually, they're coming through the trap. They're going through. Actually, they'll just go into a hopper. I think
my
just
God.
stay there.
I can
Listen
see
to
in
those
darkness
swords.
better than you, and I can see mobs like halfway into the trap.
Really? Let's see if I can turn me. How would I turn me brightness
Oh
up?
my God.
I can't turn me brightness up, can
Then you have your brightness on movie.
I? Yeah, I do.
Crank it up to full.
Oh. Right, yeah. But well, there's a light up there in the distance.
Yeah. I think that's coming down with the water from that corner. I don't know.
Is that where it is? Brightness of the movie. Brightness on bright. Is
I
that
think
you have
I-
yours on bright, do you?
No, I think I have mine on 75%.
Ah.
But I think my screen can show a slightly better darkness.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, my screens are quite old. I might set it on 25. Like I said. So, because I do tend to have problems with darkness.
It's coming to a close.
Skeleton fully armoured. I mean, you know, big deal. Hey, it's churned through them quick enough though.
See a few red orbs over there. Is that just fall damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it's definitely falling.
So where is all this shit going? Is it going into the
It's
heavy?
just going into a box somewhere. Yeah, I think because none of them are powered, so. There's water in every block under the trap, but if you fall from high enough, then you see the water on the edge of these blocks here. It's too shallow to stop your fall damage, and because the trap's so high, they're dropping from so high now that they'll die if they land on that. Yeah. Water can be too low. It happens with players as well. So if you drop from high enough onto one block deep of water, you'll take fall damage and you'll die. It's happened. It's happened to me before. You're learning all kinds of stuff tonight, Batoze. Class is in. Class is in session. Is that what you call it? Generally you are, I mean, but you can take some damage. Anyway, right, definitely over now. So, oh shit, oh god. So yeah, see you probably Monday. All right, bye bye.